Hi everyone and welcome to Valley View Living. My name is Megan, I have 6 young kids and I'm living out here in the country in New South Wales, Australia on 10 acres. We do the homestead thing, we've got some cows, some pigs, some chickens and cats and dogs everywhere. So I'm going to take you through my 2-week grocery haul today, starting with my major delivery from Woolies. So that big delivery comes, they bring everything to my place, which is awesome. And then I've also got a fruit, veg, egg and bread delivery service, which I'll pop on the end of that for you. And then next, I'm going to show you my click and collect, which includes the groceries that were either out of stock or left out or forgotten from the first Woolies delivery. And then I've also got the Coles side, which is just the groceries that I can only get at Coles. Now, when I shop, I leave my cart open online for both Woolies and Coles pretty much all the time. And as the specials are released on a Wednesday, I then balance between the two supermarkets who's actually giving me a decent deal. I'll buy in bulk the things that we use regularly, and if something is full priced that we use regularly and I feel like it's too much, I just won't buy it. That's the value for me of having a stockpile. I don't need to spend too much when things are not on special. Okay, let's do groceries. Okay, I'll start over here with the meat that I've ordered for the next 2 weeks from Woolies. There will be some other things from Coles. Also, I have a freezer at the back, which I'll take you through very soon in my pantry, fridge and freezer tour. And that has our home-raised pork in it. So I'm going to estimate I've probably got about 20 kilos, maybe 20 to 30 kilos of pork left in the back fridge. Now, this is the best ham that I can find at the supermarkets. And I do have a child who really enjoys ham. So that is the brand that I go with at the moment. I've bought some of the beef sizzle steaks, the grass-fed. I'm kind of horrified at the supermarket price of steak at the moment. This is 20% off this week if you enjoy this steak. I buy these because they're the perfect serving size for my kids, which makes it really easy. And we haven't had steak for a little while. Now, I scored a bit of an upgrade. I actually ordered the grass-fed beef mince, which is I think it's about 2/3 of the price of this one. It's quite a bit cheaper, but they were out of stock, so they substituted this organic beef mince. And now I wish I'd ordered double the amount, but that's okay. Organic chicken drumsticks. I've got close to 4 kilos there. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs, and I'm really glad they were in stock because what a nutritious, easy, and affordable option if you're looking for organic meats. They are really tasty and we eat them quite regularly. These are the chicken wings. They're, same ditto, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're a little smaller in the weight, so I'm going to say that's probably about 2.5 kilos. Now, I will roast them up, season them, and we will eat them. And then I will use the bones and simmer them down into a beautiful chicken bone broth. Chicken wings have these lovely fatty deposits that turn your broth into something very special. Now, the breast schnitzel, I cannot afford in our current grocery budget to buy these style of chicken cuts in the organic version. They do sell them at Woolworths, but you can see here the price per kilo is $11.50 on drumsticks and $13 on wings. Now, for the actual cuts of chicken thigh or chicken breast that are organic, it's about $40 a kilo. And I just can't justify that at the moment for the amount that we eat as a family. I'd love to raise my own meat hens, but it seems like an awful lot of work butchering and plucking, so that's kind of in discussion stages. All of that to say, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 fresh breast schnitzel packs, and I'm going to use those for a few things this fortnight, and one of those things is homemade sushi by request. Over here, my 2 bags of the organic baby spinach. They go straight in the freezer. I don't eat it fresh, so I don't have to worry about it going bad. Into the freezer, and then I take them straight out of the freezer and into my green smoothies for my blended smoothie. These are on special this week, $3.50 a punnet, and my kids will just devour them the second that I have finished filming. These strawberries are going to be used as part of a treat. I'll show you the other half soon. I got a head of iceberg lettuce because we're not getting much lettuce in our veg box at the moment, but actually I bought this because I need it for san choy bao. So you need the nice big leaves for wrapping and crunching. Very good. And we've got some organic potatoes. I've just bought 2 kilos, which is essentially a top up for our veg box. Now lately I've been running out of butter, so I've upped the amount a little bit. I've now got, let's see, 501, 502, 503, 504, and 4.5 kilos of the butter here. We use it for everything from spreading on toast, you know, crackers, baking, cooking. So we use our butter for an awful lot of things, and I have to say, scarily enough, we'll probably eat all that over the next 2 weeks. Sour cream, I love this sour cream. It's just easy. It's got good clean ingredients that it includes cream and starter culture. So I'm very happy with that. Good on you, Woolies, for providing a nice normal product without added stuff. Some pure cream, which is the same. The ingredients are simply cream. So we'll use that for baking. I am making a butter lamb this fortnight, so a butter lamb curry with naan bread. And although I have often made it in the past with coconut cream, when you have it with cream, it really can't be beat. It's just delicious. And some beautiful dairy milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I drove past this dairy a few weeks ago and saw the cows out grazing in the field. They've got a full Jersey herd. It's really worth seeing. They're absolutely beautiful. But that will last maybe a week. I actually should have ordered, and I thought I did order 6, but otherwise I'll pick that up. That's fine. A couple of the coconut waters, as I've talked about before, that is a supplement for me. It keeps my electrolytes in balance while I'm breastfeeding 2 of my youngest children. Some coconut milk. I've just gone through the pantry and realized I have quite a surplus of this, so I've only bought 2. That's what my husband uses in his coffees. Some of the extra virgin olive oil, Australian. We really do have beautiful olive oil here. And yes, I've talked about the price before being obscene, but then I've looked at this avocado oil. Now I've used this in the past. I don't cook with this. This is the cold pressed extra virgin avocado oil. Now I'm actually going to use this for making mayonnaise. So I'll take you through that process as well. I'd love to have just a jar of homemade mayo in the fridge so I can use it for meals or whatever pops up. You know, sandwiches, so good. Salads. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags, almost 2 kilograms of the organic raspberries. This is something that's eaten daily here, either in the fruit whip that I've showed you in one of my videos, or that I just give my kids a bowl or ask them to go get themselves a bowl for a snack in between meals. Of course, they're so much more cost effective than buying fresh berries. And I don't think I've ever seen organic raspberries for sale. So, organic strawberries. We've really been enjoying strawberry milkshake lately, and I'm completely out. I've got quite a few berries in today's order because the freezer is nearly empty. So I'm stocking up here. So also the organic blueberries, that's another thing where the kids can they're really nice on yogurt or just have a bowl. I don't use them so much for baking or for anything else. They're really just for eating as is. The banana is for my green smoothies. And of course we need cacao powder. This is my version of a hot chocolate or an iced chocolate. We just put in a tablespoon of cacao powder, a sweetener like maple syrup, honey or coconut sugar, and top it up with milk, and that's it. And it's really delicious. So I've just gone through the pantry and realized I have a few maple syrups left over. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We use it for baking. We use it for sweetening drinks. We use it over waffles or pancakes if we have those. So I always like to have plenty in the house. My big bulk, honest to goodness, I think it's 5 litres of tamari. I bought that 9 months ago and it's almost gone. So I've had to go with this little one from the shops because I'm using it in a recipe this week. And I won't be able to do another honest to goodness haul until probably mid-year. Pure sesame oil. I love sesame oil. I think it's delicious. Now I'm going to use that in Sanchoy bao this week, and I'll also just use it to bump up any stir fries. Haven't had sesame oil for a while. Makes everything tasty in my opinion, Asian dishes. 1 more of the pickles. I've got tons in the pantry. This is the sea salt brand that I'm currently going with. Often I will buy in bulk from Honest to Goodness, so that's another one on my list to purchase when I can. I've gotten 2 kilos of the white, Australian white plain flour. This one's been damaged in transit, that's why he's lying down here. He's kind of spilling his guts everywhere. Don't worry, buddy, we'll take care of you soon. I've gotten this dried garlic because I'm going to do some crispy fried chicken and I want to put that in the crispy seasoning mix. I've got to make some granola, we're all out. So we're going to cut up some walnuts and use these pumpkin kernels, pumpkin seeds, pepitas in our granola. Such a wonderful way to get nutrients into your kids who may not normally eat such things. Okay, so one of my lovely viewers left a comment that she's feeding her cats just, you know, tinned salmon instead of the boxed cat food stuff. And I took a couple of minutes to do the maths and I've saved about $14 and gained about 200 grams extra product just by following her lead and going with the pure fish tins. So that's what I'll be doing for now. That's for my cats. And I've also bought them some whole sardines as well, so they can get the bones and all that essential fatty acids and stuff. Organic baked beans. This is something I just noticed I've only got 1 or 2 in the pantry and I really want a staple like this in there. They're quite tasty, they're quite nourishing, and they're easy and cheap. What have we got here? 4 tins of the Australian pineapple. Yeah, I love buying the Australian brand, but it's really hard when I think it's Philippines brand, Dole, is probably half the price. So I really want to hang in there for the sake of Golden Circle, but it is getting harder and harder, unfortunately. Just some little snacks for my kids. They definitely go through runs where they'll really enjoy the seaweed and then they actually won't eat it for another month or 2. So I've just bought a few for the cupboard for when they feel like it. These are sort of my emergency dinner or lunch supplies. If I haven't planned anything and I just don't feel inspired or I'm too busy or I don't feel like cooking, I'll put out one of these, maybe some of that ham, some cheese, some pickles, and we'll call it good. I've got 1, 2, 3 kilograms of the rolled oats. They have this bigger pack now, which is great. And they substituted 2 little ones because they obviously ran out. Not a problem. Vanilla, I use that heaps. Baking, milkshakes. And here's the other half of the strawberry treat for my kids. This is basically Nutella. Panna is a beautiful brand. I do think they've sold out though, because this used to be made with coconut sugar and now it's made with organic plain sugar, which is fine, but you know, it's a difference to notice. It does also have sunflower oil in it, so it is a treat, but I will make them some toast, spread that with the choc spread, and then slice strawberries and put it over the top, and that would just be a nice snack, a treat for them. We're going to have sushi this week. Some sultanas. We haven't had sultanas for ages, and I'm looking at making muesli bars, so I thought I'd stock up. Already opened them. My 1-year-old has taken a little bowl of these to playgroup this morning. We have got 1.5 kilos of rice. When I was sorting out the pantry, I realized I've got tons of the stuff, so I didn't buy much. 2 boxes of tissues, 2 boxes of pads. Do love that brand, it's great, and I only ever buy it if it's on sale. I believe it's 30% off this week, so I've stocked up a bit, and I have a cupboard in my laundry where I put those things. 2 packs of tea towels. Since I've been showing you all my meals and you know, filming meals for you all, I've realized how few tea towels I have. And yeah, so I've stocked up a bit. These were actually quite cheap and they're 100% cotton, so I'm happy with that. Everybody knows my luxury, my personal treat, right? That's my paper towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got 6 again. Yep. And they always run out. So horrifying as it is, I actually don't use all of that. Well, I really need to cut down on my personal luxury habit one of these days. Got some nappies for my 1-year-old. It's really going to be something when she's out of nappies. We've been using nappies in this house for probably 15 years straight. So she's getting to the age where she'll toilet train soon, and that will probably be it. And then we've got 1, 2 toilet papers. So I'm going to double check the actual price of all of these groceries for you. I know it was up around the $800 mark, but then some things were missing and some things weighed less than anticipated. So I got a refund, a good refund of about $80. And I think I also used my once monthly 10% off, which I totally recommend. If you have a big family or you buy a lot of groceries like I do, join Everyday Extra because you'll easily smash that $35 a year fee in your savings. I save $50 a month every month. So yeah, I think that's around $750 today, maybe $730. I've got quite a bit of meat, so that's expensive. Dairy is expensive. And of course the berries, all that kind of thing, bumped it up. The avocado oil is really expensive too, but I've been missing mayo, so I need that. And there we go. Now I'll take you through our veggie box when it arrives shortly today. Just got our veggie box delivered, so that's 4 loaves of sourdough bread, 3 cartons of eggs, and we've got a big mixed fruit and veg box, and we've got a smaller just fruit box. Oh, and we get an additional bag of like onions, ginger, garlic. So I'll show you everything we got. Garlic there, brown onions, ginger, and some red onions there. I'm absolutely stocked up now, so I'm going to cancel this add-on, which will save me a little bit of money too, because I've got so much I barely can store it. Okay, so here's our delivery. Oh, it all looks so good today. It's a gloomy, rainy day, and looking at all this beautiful produce is just, the colours are gorgeous. Okay, a couple of head of broccoli. I guess it's starting to cool down now, so we'll get broccoli more regularly. We got some bok choy. In this little baggie is spinach. We got 2 spring onion bunches, which is wonderful. I love spring onion and it's easy to eat. Bananas, 1 little zucchini, and 3 cucumbers, which I don't actually eat cucumbers very often. My family's not a huge fan of them, but I might make a raita with them to have with some Indian food, and that way we can use some of it up. 2 cobs of corn, they'll have to be eaten pretty quick. An avocado, and in the veggie box here's some sweet potato, and, this is a mixed fruit and veggie. So we've got a couple of oranges, some squash, which I also don't use often. So hit me with any recipes or suggestions for making that yummy for kids. And a little lime. We got a watermelon here, a little apple, disappeared. I mean, he's jumped out of the box, jumped ship. Beautiful bag of brown mushrooms, which is kind of my highlight. Some carrots, probably 1 kilogram of carrots here. And there we've got our 3 dozen eggs. These are beautiful paddock raised eggs, and I think I talked about this last week, but yeah, the stocking density of the hens is fabulous, 165 per hectare. You'll find that it's 1,000 per hectare on the Woolies and Coles organic eggs, which is obviously quite a difference as to what is going to be available for them to eat in the paddock. We've got a beautiful big bag of mixed salad. We have some kiwi fruit. This is the fruit box. Some pears, a couple kilos of lovely apples, which will be coming into season now. That actually looks like a pink lady, which is my all-time favorite apple. I think I'm going to eat that one. We actually got the first season mandarins. The rest have already been eaten. Some oranges, another lime there, and 2 more watermelons, they are so good. I think I carried on about them last time. So then we also get 4 loaves of organic sourdough. The sourdough bread is beautiful. My kids have been waiting for this. We're out of bread at the moment, so I'm going to help them to make that treat I talked about from Woolies, which will just toast some sourdough, put some of the panna Nutella on top, and then some sliced strawberries for those who enjoy it. So 4 loaves of bread, we've got 3 cartons of eggs, we've got this beautiful, it really is a big, heavy box of fruit. All these veggies as well. That is 230 delivered. So I'll take you through exactly what I got. Let's start down here with Woolies. I've got the Woolies section for you, and then I've got the Coles. So this is stuff I bought from Woolies separate my delivery because I either forgot it or it came on special in the time between me ordering the delivery and me ordering this click and collect, which saved about, I don't know, $70 or $80 just by waiting for the new week of specials. So we've got a couple of bags of the Cadbury baking chips. I really miss the Panna organic chopped chips, but for some reason my local is not stocking them anymore. And these are fine. We just, bake with them in moderation. My daughter loves to bake. She'll make us some chopped chip cookies later. These haku baku noodles are totally delicious. Made in Australia and organic. I love these. They were on sale this week, so I stocked up. Now I won't have to buy them next week when they're full price. Some dog food. I just feel totally ripped off because I assumed these were the big cans, because usually they're like twice the size, but anyway, they were half price too, so that will do her for a little bit. Eco Store was on sale, and I like to buy that on the sale runs. I don't want to pay full price, so I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 dish liquids. Same with Bossistos. This is the best soap, hand soap body wash that I can find at Woolies or Coles. We really like this, and I would not want to pay full price. It's ridiculous. It's like $20 or something when it's full price, which is just crazy. But this was half price, so I ordered 1, 2, 3, 4. Higher Living has some new teas. This is a little treat for me. What's this one? We've got Peace, apparently. Peace and Calm. So it's fennel, chamomile, lemongrass, sage, peppermint, lavender, monk pepper, yarrow herb, and valerian root. So yeah, I wanted to try that. Look, that pretty purple swan probably sold it to me, so their marketing team has done their work well. We've got some organic diced mango, which my kids asked for, and I hope they eat it all. It's already open. My 1-year-old has had some to help keep it quiet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 rump steaks. I was a bit disappointed to get this one. Can you see how much of that is just the fat cap of the rump? Which can be really nice, but not so much in the steak situation. But anyway, these were 20% off this week. So I got a few for the family to have some steak. That will do at least 2 meals, possibly 3. This was also on special, and it is a lovely Australian-made jerky. Well, it's called biltong, and it is nothing but organic, grass-fed and finished Australian beef, gluten-free white vinegar and sea salt. I bought that for our homeschool group outing because we'll be hungry, and a little bit of protein goes a long way. For our homeschool group every week, we actually do just buy hot chips and enjoy them. So I need protein now. I can't just get by on hot chips anymore. Too old for that. Caper. A kilogram of Granny Smith apples because one of my kids will only eat green apples. Oh well, that's just life, isn't it? Mum life. I'll only have a green apple cut a certain way. So I got a kilogram of those and I broke it, pulling it out of the bag. Peanut butter, I need to fill up my pantry. I think I've only got 1 left, and this was also half price this week, and we love this peanut butter. Made in New Zealand. Okay, shout out to my New Zealand friends. You have got some amazing products. So I like a lot of the stuff that you guys make. 4 cans of tuna. This is the brand that my husband requested. I don't think there's anything particularly special about this brand. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the local raw eucalyptus honey, which is really beautiful product, and just some green olives. This Woolies haul was $225. Onto Coles. I've got a little bit more meat here, so I got a nice leg of the grass-fed lamb for a roast. A couple of sausages. We do enjoy sausages probably once a fortnight, and this one is actually my favorite. It's with free-range pork. It's so yummy. I was obsessed with these in one of my pregnancies. I think I was with my son, and I would eat these every week. They're just so good. Don't worry, he turned out pretty normal. That's that pretty normal. This is for the kids who won't like the pork ones, so lamb, garlic, and oregano. Now I got a couple of packs of the diced lamb. That looks so tiny. Look, it's like as big as my hand now. I feel like they're just shrinking the packets and not telling me. It's 450 grams. So that was $10. Anyway, I bought that for a butter lamb curry. Or maybe, I don't know, I used the Mingle curry powders, which I'll show you. Tape, because we always need tape. Garbage bags, I think I'm running low. This was half price at Coles, and I like to use the rosehip oil on my skin after washing, and then I will put tallow over the top, which has been nice. Toilet cleaner. There are 8 people here using a toilet day in, day out. We need a cleaner. We got 4 bags, so 2 kilograms of the grated cheese, which I just love to have in the fridge for pizza days and whatnot. 2 blocks of cheddar cheese, which just becomes my backup cheese in the fridge when I have run out of grated or sliced. I just need to make sure I've got at least one of those. This one was opened on the way home to keep my baby happy. And another pack of the sliced cheese. I think my teens really like this. This is my little mummy treat, which is going to go right into my pocket right now. And nobody knew it existed. 2 pasta sauce. We like the Coles brand because it's not as chunky, and my kids aren't into the chunky tomato. Do you remember when you were a kid? Did you like the chunky tomato in your bolognese and your lasagna? Because I hated it too. So this is wonderful that they make this, this smooth sauce for the kids of today. They've got it so good. A kilogram of the organic coconut sugar. And these are free at the moment. I didn't realize I could use my quote unquote container credits to get this stuff delivered, but I guess it's just a marketing gimmick for our old pal Curtis Stone. Do you know who that is over in America? I get the feeling he's bigger in America than Australia, actually, because he doesn't mean that much to me. But he did today give me 2 free glass measuring jugs, which is great. I would have needed to replace my Pyrex. It's faded off and I can't read the measurements anymore. And these mini glass containers, which must be absolutely teeny tiny. So I don't know what I'll do with them, but they're all free, so I will take it. If it is free, I will take it. This is why you can't hear my kids in here jumping around like a bunch of crazy monkeys and getting into everything, because I'm sorry, that was just such great timing. Because I bought them this box of juices, which are great. Look, this is made in New Zealand too. You guys are so good. Fruit juice and vitamin C and natural flavour. So those were on special as well. They're a bit too expensive when they're full price, but they're okay on special. This is a really nice product that I've never seen at Coles before about the last month. And it is the wild Alaskan red sockeye salmon. I believe there's only 4 portions in here. It's really good. It's so much nicer than our farmed salmon. And I could go on a big rant about that, but I won't. I lived in Tasmania for over a decade and I saw the salmon pens quite regularly, but I'm not going to go there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2 litre bottles of the pulp-free pure orange juice. This stuff is such a good price. You know, I love the Nudie brand. That's good too. But this is 100% Australian orange juice and it is such a good price. Okay, I also bought a big box of 24 600ml plastic bottles. I hate drinking out of plastic. I know it's not ideal for so many reasons, but I have also bought the stainless steel water bottles for my kids so many times, and even though I can use it for myself and keep track of it and not lose it, I cannot say the same for my army of small people. Some puppy food for the puppy dog. That was also on special. I just buy whatever is on special for her. She's very easygoing. And then the cat food also was on special at Coles. So, I'll have to double check and I'll pop the numbers up on the screen for you. But I believe that the Coles haul was around 280 or 290. So that's the last of my groceries until next week. I'm going to get all this put away and I'm going to film up my fridge, freezer and pantry tour for you. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit the subscription and make sure you ask YouTube to let you know about all my new videos so that you will know when I've got my fridge, freezer and pantry tour up. See you later, bye.